Shalom and good day, all. This is Tehillim29 back again for another Marvel comic review, and in this Marvel comic review I'll be covering Moon Knight by Jed MacKay, issues 20 and 21, and moving into first things first. Do these covers in any way, shape or form connect to something that's happening inside with the story? Sure enough, they both do. For the first cover, which is on the left hand side, I give a 7 out of 10. But for the second cover, I think it was actually done a whole lot more better, and it gives a better impression as to what's actually happening inside with the story. A 7.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the internal art along with some of the things that's happening in the story with both of these issues. So I'll cover issue 20 and then move into 21, showing the internal art as well as what's happening story-wise. So as our story begins, we have a bit of an unknown type character before us, and we also get Moon Knight bringing up his own rules in regards to certain events. As we slowly draw closer towards the middle, we learn that it's actually the alias of Jake now, which is sort of like leading the role as Moon Knight in this. And there's also a bit of a map there on the left-hand side as to things that he's sort of like following in his own investigations. And then to what's happening on the other side. As our story continues, we get to meet up again with one of his fellow friends, and they actually find some of the people who have been taken captive. And covering the bonus here, which is a bit of a story that involves Moon Knight and Blade. And the way that this Blade is done, he almost looks like he's a actor from a blaxploitation movie. Not that there's anything wrong. The story is actually quite enjoyable. But overall, it is quite interesting seeing both Moon Knight and Blade take on some vampires of the evil kind. So moving into the next issue, we end up catching up with Reese and some of the things that are happening with her. Moving a little bit further, we get to see some more of the events take place, starting to slowly move towards the end, and we get somewhat the appearance of one of our next villains in this particular saga. And jumping last but not least, we have the appearance of Blade working alongside with Reese, and also working alongside with Moon Knight. For the internal art, I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move in relation to the story. And first things first, considering how long Moon Knight's been going for, were there any comic references? And sure enough, there was, to which we got a reference to the Mark Spector Moon Knight issue 60. Next area is that of time of day, or at the time, to which we had the present day. We also had the year of 1977. We also had next night be shown up to address some of the time issues, and also 4 hours ago. The next thing that we had is the area of location, to which the location to which this was taking place, or quite a bit of this story was taking place, was in New York City and in the Midnight Mission. The cast of characters consisting of Moon Knight, Reese, Hunter's Moon made his reappearance once again. We had Tigress, we had the character of 8-Ball, we had also Junior somebody, Blade, of course, and I think it's Shannon. For the overall story rating, I gave this a 7 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.